This 3-minute video is number 2 in a series about driving your kids crazy. You may have had one of those teenagers from hell that gave you lots of grief. Well, as we age, this is our chance to pay them back, so have fun. Now, we're going to take it up a notch, though, from video 1. Now, you and your wife are doing just fine, and there's no way in HELL do you want or need some stranger coming into your house to fix meals, help with laundry, or to clean. And yes, you get plenty of good food because those TV dinners are tasty and easy to clean up. In fact, if it's too much food and you're not hungry, you just put it in the fridge for later. And you tell your kids to get their nose out of your fridge. Now, that stuff in the back that's kind of green and fuzzy, that's probably just fine, and if it's not, you're going to throw it out. And speaking of throwing out, you don't want anybody tossing those National Geographic magazines from the last 20 years because there's good articles in there that you may want to reread someday. And the same thing goes for those New Yorker magazines as well. And you like the throw rugs because they cover up the cords from the lamps so you don't trip on the cord. And you've never tripped on any of the rugs. And you tell them that that's not junk mail on the kitchen counter. It's merely the stuff you haven't had a chance to go through and open. Heck, there might be some dividend checks in there, so don't be throwing anything out. You'll get to it, eventually. And yes, you're sure you paid to renew the tags for the car. The state probably just forgot to send the sticker, and that's why the plate is, 4 months out of date. And you probably use the other checkbook to pay for the bill. That's why it's not in the register of your primary checkbook. And, well, somebody must have moved the checkbook. That's why you can't find it right now. And yes, these past due notices for the electric bill, they were probably sent out before the bill was actually due, to scare people into paying their bills early. And no, you don't need to go see your doctor because if you were sick, you'd go, right? I know. And the only reason these doctors want to see you so often is so they can make more money. And, they might not even be real doctors because they all look so young, like high school kids. And that caregiver, that's just an unnecessary expense because your kids, they don't mind coming by every day in the evening after work to make sure supper's ready. And they don't mind coming over on every weekend to wash clothes, grocery shop, run errands, instead of going to their kids' soccer games or maybe to a movie with their spouse. And their employer, they don't mind if they take an afternoon off, to take you to the doctor or to the dentist or, to physical therapy. And of course you're driving, well, that's just fine because that dent in the fender, heck, it's not new. It's been there for years. So, are you beginning to see how much fun this could be? Thanks for watching. There's one more video in the series to follow. Have a great afternoon.